Taking a look at our new power rankings at CBSSports.com, and Fever all the way down at the bottom, dropping 3 spots to 12th last. Aces and Liberty remain 1-2 respectively. Let's get Erica Ayala in here as we begin week 2 of the WNBA season. Erica, I think a lot of Caitlin Clark fans are disappointed with the way this season has started. Have we seen any kind of progress, though, throughout these first 3 games that the Caitlin Clark fans and the Fever can take into tonight's game?
Yeah, I think you have seen improvements, and I think Caitlin Clark fans need to listen to what Caitlin Clark is saying. If ever there was a league where it is a grown folks league, is the WNBA. And Caitlin Clark came in knowing that. The Indiana Fever came in knowing that. And I think everyone else is just catching up. But what we've been hearing from Clark, I was at her first regular season game in Connecticut, and she's focused on little things that she can do to be a better player for the Indiana Fever. You're seeing her drive to the basket more. A signature of NCAA, Caitlin Clark, is taking an early three-pointer to get into the groove. A WNBA, Caitlin Clark, is driving to the hole, trying to open up that lane for herself and or her other teammates that can crash behind her. That's a difference that we're seeing in Caitlin Clark. She also knows that the turnovers are going to be there, but she and the Fever need to keep feeding the post. That being said, the Indiana Fever can't fall in love with the block. We heard from Caitlin Clark in the NCAA. She thought in the finals last year she fell in love with her three-pointer. The Indiana Fever need Aaliyah Boston in particular just to play that mid-range. She doesn't necessarily need to shoot from there all the time, but she has to come out, and when her and Clark are in that pick and roll, that's when we've been seeing success for the Fever.
Unfortunately for them, they have to play the Sun again tonight, a team number 3 in our power rankings. They've already played the Liberty twice this season and lost. They're number 2 in our power rankings. Number 1, the 2-time defending champion Las Vegas Aces. Are they still clearly the team to beat this season?
I think they are definitely one of the teams to beat, and they haven't missed a beat coming in. I think, if anything, if Iowa fans want to focus on a rookie, they might want to look at Kate Martin, who's really blossoming beautifully in that system. And that's the thing about the Aces that I love best. Deasia Fair, Kate Martin, if they had been drafted to last year's Aces, I'm not sure how much time they'd be getting. Becky Hammond told us late in the season, last year, that, well, one, a little tongue-in-cheek, that perhaps A'ja Wilson would have gotten more MVP votes if she had sat her for more minutes late in the game. But also, Becky Hammond knew that she had to get her bench more involved as the season wore on, and the Aces took on the New York Liberty late in the season, particularly in August when those two teams faced each other, I think, including the Commissioner's Cup, about 5 times in 4-week span. So I like what the Aces are doing, and I see that Becky Hammond and her coaching staff are focusing on things that they said they wanted to do better coming in to this season.
Going into week 2 of the WNBA season, Erica Ayala with us here as we look at some of the teams, the top and bottom of our WNBA power rankings. Right behind the Aces, you've got the New York Liberty, who have the reigning MVP, Breanna Stewart. They are 13-point favorites tonight against the Storm. That's at the same time, 7 Eastern, as Caitlin Clark's Fever taking on the Connecticut Sun. We also have Game 7 in hockey tonight, Oilers Canucks, and Game 1 tomorrow night of the Eastern Conference Finals in the NBA, Pacers and Celtics.